Wedding invite card design on Pixellab using your Android smartphone. Hello guys, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to design this awesome wedding invitation card just with the help of your Pixellab application. Not just that, I'm also going to show you how to get these awesome resources on Pinterest and also how to gain some design inspirations on Pinterest. If you are joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe. Alright, so without wasting much of your time, let's get started with the design. Okay, so when I want to do this design, the first thing I would like us to do is to go to our Pinterest app. So make sure you download Pinterest. It is a great design inspiration website, right? So this is just the last one, the last resource I got. Okay, so this is Pinterest. Normally once you download your Pinterest, you sign in with your Gmail account, it will appear like this. Now for example, want to design a wedding invite card, so come to the search bar here and type professional wedding invitation card. Now you see a lot of those invitation cards coming up. This already acts as an inspiration for you. Okay, what you can do here is just to just select one. All right, and from there you can gain inspiration on how to go about with your own. So for this particular design, I sampled inspirations from here. I got inspirations from here also as well. Now how can you get a resource? Okay, if you see some resources here, you want to also get them. How can you get those resources? So for example, let's click on this design. Then what I'm going to do is to click on this button. Okay, this is how you sample out your resources. Click here, then you'll be able to crop to the point where you want to get the resources. So let's just crop here and see how it goes. All right, I hope you can now you are now beginning to see what it looks like. So I click this one. This is where I got all of this. So what you are going to do now is just to download any one that you like, but I'm not going to download since I downloaded that already. So the main focus here is just to show you how I got these resources. Let me show you also how I got another resource. So once you click here, this button helps you to zoom in or to check where you can get your resources. So we click here and just crop out to the section that you want. Okay, for example, I want this. Now you can see that similar images keep popping. If I click this, a lot more other images that are like this keeps popping. So how do you download? In order to download this, just click here on these three dots, and you would see the download button. Okay guys, so that said, this is how you can use Pinterest to gain design inspiration. So another resource I searched for was let me just go back and search for golden flowers. Okay, just search for golden flowers, and here we are. I got this other one here also, so I downloaded it on these three dots. Just click on the three dots and then you will see download option. Okay, pretty simple and cool. The goal here is for you to download Pinterest, install it. Like I said, it's a far powerful design app. All right, very good. Now back to our Pixellab. After you must have downloaded all your resources, how do you begin this design? So let me just click on the default page and we begin the design proper. So go to your three dots right here and you check image size, put it by 3:4. okay, so that you have this size. Now you're going to delete this text, and after deleting it, go to layer, to background, sorry, then change the color to dark blue. So I have this dark blue color. Basically what I did was just to choose a simple blue color, then I darken it. Now let me just show you that quickly. All right, just choose this blue color, then you come to the add option here, and what you're going to do is just to shift this button to the extreme end so that you can have something like this. All right, so just make sure it's a little bit blue. Okay, so we're going with this. Now click on your check mark and you have your background. Now we're going to click on the middle button to start bringing in the resources. So right now I'm going to bring this other one. I remove the background so you can now see what I was talking about. These are some of those elements that I got from Pinterest. So I'm just going to size this up and just position it here neatly. Use your position tool to make sure that it's aligning well. Okay, good. Now copy it, make a copy copy. Guys, subscribe to the channel to understand the tutorial. Subscribe to understand. So rotate this. This is a rotation button, so we are clicking here to rotate. So rotate, so you can have it like this. Then you also position it here. If you are finding difficulties rotating, this is the rotate button. You can come here and you see a rotate button is right here for you, so you can rotate anyhow you want. So let's rotate it completely to 180 degrees. Then you position it right up there. Now you're going to lock these elements so that you can begin your write up. All right, now the first thing we're going to do is to write special. Okay, let's write special invitation. Special invitation. This should be in capital letters, guys, capital letters. Then go to texture. So I showed you already on how you can add texture to a text in the introductory video to Pixellab. Go to texture, click here. Now on texture, I have this golden texture that I also got from Pinterest as well. So you can get your golden textures on Pinterest by going there and searching for golden textures, as simple as that. Let me check for that texture. Where is it? Okay, here we are. So what we're going to do is just to crop this to the extreme end this way. Then you click on your continuum mark. Then you have this. Now enable it. Click here to enable. Perfect. Now go to font, and the font we are using is called Nexa Bold. So I want us to go here with Nexa Bold. Now increase this in size drastically. Use lazy position to make sure it's aligned perfectly to the middle. So let's reduce it a bit. It's too much. Then you can now align it. Awesome. Now the next thing we're going to do is to bring in this other element. So these are some of the elements that I got from Pinterest. I'm going to go to erase color so I can erase the background. Okay, erase the background. Now let's change this to a perfect white. All right, then we can minimize the size and position it right below this special invitation. Use lazy position always to make sure that your elements are aligned to the middle. So now we're going to shift this a little bit. All right, they are too much up, so shift it a little bit upwards. Okay, then we're going to write the name of the families concerned. Now we're going to select a new text and write the families of Temi and Abiola. Kindly request the honor of your presence at the, so we leave it like that. The families of Temi and Abiola kindly request the honor of your presence at the. So make this to be in capital letters. Then you go to your font area, and we're using a font called Roboto, but then you can use any other nice bold font here. All right, then you come now to alignment. This is your align button. Make sure that you are using a middle alignment. This is middle alignment, guys. Okay, please subscribe to the channel for yet more other awesome tutorials and other amazing graphic design tips. Now we're going to shift this up using relative position. Then we reduce the size of the text and use relative position to make sure it's on the middle. Then you want to go to your style. Okay, we want to make part of the text bold, so we go to style and we select the name Temi. We select the name Temi. So if you are familiar with the Microsoft keyboard, that's just we are just highlighting Temi and Abiola. We just want to make them stand out. then you click on B. B means to bold the text, so we're seeing it bold. Now we have this: the families of Temi and Abiola kindly request the honor of your presence at the. So we have a new text: traditional wedding ceremony. So we're going to write traditional wedding ceremony. So we put wedding also should be in caps. So we have wedding ceremony. Now we're going to go to texture and give it that same gold texture. So this is basically a repetition of what we did already. Okay guys, please subscribe to the channel to understand the video, to understand this tutorial, because when you subscribe, the easiest way to understand fast is to subscribe, guys. All right, so we're going to crop it same position like we cropped the first one. So once you crop it out, you can click here to continue, then you enable it and you click here again to proceed. Now we're going to give this text a script font, and I prefer we go with Java font. What about the Jacqueline? So let's check the Jacqueline. Okay, let's see this. How is it? Traditional wedding ceremony. I think not too bad, guys. So we're going to paddling and paddle it outwards. So paddling occurs when part of your text is hidden. This is the paddling button. You always come here to click on it. Now I use lazy position to align this to the middle. So we have the families of Temi and Abiola kindly request the honor of your presence at the traditional wedding ceremony of. So we are going to copy this text and write of their children. Then we put this in caps, and we go and undo that bold. So remember, we bold part of this text, just undo it here. Okay, this button means undo. You will not really see that impact, so just click on relative position to make sure the text is on the middle. Then you are going to shift it up. Let's shift this upward. Okay, so we have traditional wedding ceremony of their children. So who are these children? Basically we have two names, and the first name is Samuel. Okay, we have Samuel. Increase this a bit, since they are the main guys of the day. We just want to make them the subject matter. So we have Samuel. Let's shift this down a bit. So I have Samuel. Now copy this. Okay, let's copy the same text and write Anne. So we're going to put this sign for Anne. Okay guys, so do well to subscribe to the channel, guys. Subscribe to the channel. So we have this. Let's use lazy position to make sure it's on the middle. Then we shift it down to align perfectly. I think it's okay. Then now we're going to copy this name to write the other name, which is Emmy. So let's see, Emmy, Samuel, and Emmy. So these are the two guys who are wedding. Now go to your layer. This is layer button. Select the names and make sure that they are aligned to the middle. So you click here, you select the three names, and you click back right here. Okay, now click here, right click here on this second button, click here, then you use lazy position to make sure it's on the middle. Perfect, good. Okay, now everything is well in place. We are going to copy this text once again and write the date, all right. Let's copy but this, since we undo that bold effect already. So let's copy this, double tap to write the date. So let's write the date. It's coming up on the Saturday. Weddings are for weekends, right? On Saturday the 10th November 2024. All right, Then what we're going to do is to use lazy position to tag this to the middle. Then we can shift it up a bit. Okay, let's shift this up a bit. Now we're going to copy this again and write the time. So for the timing, it starts from 10 a.m. prompt. Prompt. Use lazy position once again to make sure that it's on the middle. Then use your position button to shift it upward. Okay, good. Now the next thing we're going to do is to copy the same text. So basically we are maintaining the same font and we write the venue. So the venue is at Mayor Street off former Park, Boya. So this is the venue. We can just break this into two, okay, and use lazy position. We don't want it to be too long. Push this upward. So we have the venue clearly written. All right guys, right now we are going to write the répondez s'il vous plaît, or you can call it the RSVP. It's for inquiries, usually used on wedding to indicate contacts for inquiries or any other additional information. So I'm going to copy this text. Basically we are going to replicate the same font here. We'll be making use of the same font. So I'm writing RSVP. This is actually in French. Okay, so let's reduce the size. Use lazy position to centralize it to the middle. Then you want to push this up just a little bit. Now after doing this, what you're going to do is to copy this text. All right, just copy this text and write the contact details. So we're going to write Timmy. For Timmy, you can contact her on 065-4829-187. Okay, so this is for Timmy. Basically we're going to reduce the size of the text just a little bit, shift it down a bit. Then what we're going to do is to push it up a little. Then we write the other contact. So we have Joy also, 090676329816 for Joy in case of any inquiries. So you must use your position, make use of your position button to ensure that the text are perfectly aligned on the same position on your design. Now after achieving this, we are going to bring in a wedding ring. So I have this. I removed the background using a photo room. We're going to position this here right now, and you use your position button to make sure it's on the middle as well. And what we're going to do now is to bring in the last golden flower element, which is of course this. Then just position this down here, then make a copy of it, and you can position this here. Now we're going to rotate this. Okay, this is where you do your rotation normally. Rotate this, then we'll position it here to cover this section of our design. So that's it guys, our work is ready. You can now save your work as project, so you can edit it whenever your client wants it, or you save it as image directly into your phone's storage. So I hope by now you must have subscribed to the channel. smash the like button also, and do well to share this video to other graphic designers out there. I hope this tutorial was helpful, and I pray it helps to bring you more wedding flyer designs for your customers. Thank you so much for watching. I'm hoping to see you in our next tutorial.